As the island spirals deeper into infestation chaos, Battle Royale is gearing up for a collision with the Spirit Realm, and it's coming up fast. The start of a new season brings the first details on the finale event of the chapter and the return of a mysterious villain. So get comfy, because there's no better time to turn to the ultimate guide on Oninoshima. Let's move on to the map changes. The moment you jump out of the battle bus, the first thing you'll notice? The island's been completely invaded by bugs. They've taken over some of the biggest POIs this season, and wow, the bug invasion really flipped things around. The first thing that hits you? A brand new biome, stretching from the center of the island all the way up north. And here's the weird part. Every major bug hotspot is way far from the severed tentacle of the Dark Presence. Yeah, the first wave crawled out near the Demon's Domain, but their main hive? Totally on the other side of the island. Why Epic decided to do it that way? No clue. That said, even Dago's old hideout isn't exactly bug-free. After the place got wrecked, a smaller colony set up shop there. Now, about the biome itself, not exactly what I pictured. I thought we'd get some Spirit Realm vibes, purples, eerie lighting, a sense of mystery. Instead, it's like someone dumped a Blue Lagoon cocktail over everything. Bright, high contrast, flashy, and honestly feels more like a neon beach party than a creepy infestation zone. At least the water here's useful. You can restore HP and a bit of shield, up to 30. Next stop, the Hive. Bring bug spray and a respirator, because this place looks like it got yanked straight from an alien dimension. No buildings, no signs of civilization, just cocoons, tunnels, and bugs. Lots and lots of bugs. Thinking it would finally play off in the storyline, but nope. Epic just left it there. And once again, I'm reminded how lately they've been dropping cool hints and then completely ignoring them. Overall, the Hive POI looks great, and that's where the real infestation goes wild. The second you land, get ready, the insects don't wait. They'll swarm you instantly. It's a tough drop, not gonna lie, especially with half the lobby landing there. But the loot's worth it. High risk, high reward. So tell me, are you into bugs? 'Cause personally I'm not. If you feel the same, drop an F in the comments. Right next to the Hive, there's another hotspot worth checking out, the Swarmy Stash. What used to be brutal boxcars? Yeah. Now it's basically a bug maternity ward. Atmosphere? Oh, it's there. But size-wise, it's almost half of the original, and content-wise, it's pretty bare bones. Feels more like a scenic landmark than a real POI. But the bugs aren't the only ones making moves. The loopers have formed a brand new resistance. At the head of it, OXR, led by the ice-cold Iron Grip leader, Onyx Winter. Their HQ sits on a hill right next to the Supernova Academy, and honestly, gives me serious Chapter 2, Season 3 Authority vibes. Old school players know what I mean. And turns out, this ain't OXR's first rodeo with the bugs from the Spirit Realm. According to General Onyx Winter, generations of OXR Rangers have been hiding in the shadows, waiting for the Hive to return. Even her own father was part of it. Feels like one of those we knew all along moments. But somehow no one told us. Smells like another storyline hole to me. But most importantly, this is where the black market's hiding. And yeah, it's legit. You can spend your gold and grab some of the season's best gear right away. No grind needed. But don't think it's the only black market. They're scattered all across the island. Just open your map and you'll see the icons. Of course, even OXR isn't perfect. Their high-tech lab full of experimental weapons, bugs straight up hijacked it. Now the place is called the Ranger's Ruin. And no, not those Rangers. Used to be an OXR stronghold until the bugs took it over. Now it's crawling with them, but it's also a massive zone with solid loot. Worth checking out. For the record, this spot used to be Crime City, so condolences to its fans. Next up, Demon Debris got a full makeover. Not a brand new POI technically, but the place evolved hard. Now it's fully under bug control, and yeah, they've taken over everything. You'll also find one of the season's biggest new mechanics here, one of the queens, but we'll get to that in a bit. And on top of all the major map changes, the island's also got itself a brand new, seriously strange landmark. The giant tomato head that popped out of the rift from OG mode at the end of last season? Yeah, it's gone. No clue what that whole performance was even for. Still a massive question mark. The pumped power didn't survive the bug invasion either. Energy production is completely shut down, and from the looks of it, nobody's in a hurry to get it running again. But not everyone's mad about the swarm takeover. Right near the Hive, there's a surprisingly chill resort that's been completely overrun by bugs. Sure, it doesn't exactly scream safe, but admit it, you'd still want to relax here for a bit. Plus, it's got a reboot van, so after you respawn, you can kick back and calm your nerves in the warm water. Fun fact, turns out the bugs literally worship Bird. They even call her King Bird, like she's some kind of holy mascot. Not judging, but still. They dragged it straight into the hive, sat her on a throne, and now they're bringing her offerings. Yep, we officially have a bug king. And honestly, out of all the updates, this one stands out the most. If you look closely, the whole structure looks way too much like a giant pelvic bone. Which makes me wonder, did the bugs just dig up the skeleton of some massive creature that used to live here? Maybe Caddis had a long-lost brother? Either way, traces of the swarm are everywhere. Checkpoints, alien-looking plants, wrecked roads. But luckily, the frog family's here to help. They ditched their arcade games and joined OXR, now working on their own plan to save the island. Superman's Fortress of Solitude? Gone without a trace now. OXR is scouting the area, though they're not holding out hope for finding anything interesting. Over in the Supernova Academy lab, the U-bots have moved in, apparently helping Jones and Hope study a piece of tentacle from the spirit realm. Just don't leave those little guys unsupervised. One of them already got locked inside the experiments lab. Guess they're making their own fun. That's not the only map change though. A few smaller spots got minor updates. Nothing crazy, but still new locations to check out. OXR bunkers are also open now and easy to access, and if you're rank A, you can score some solid loot inside. But the real standout is the new mega monolith. You can't miss it, that massive thing sitting on a mountain, looking a lot like the Doom Forge from last chapter. No interactions with it yet. Nothing happens when you hit it or shoot it, but keep your eyes on it. It's tied to the final event of the season and the entire chapter. And yeah, it's gonna be huge. We've already got some massive leaks tied to this monolith, so if you want a full breakdown, drop your mythic like, and we'll cover it in the next videos. Around the map, especially in OXR controlled zones, you'll also find new OXR cases, basically upgraded chests packed with high-tier loot. Naturally, OXR needs our help to wipe out these swarms of bugs. And for that job, there's one weapon that stands out, the Lead Spitter 3000. Easily one of the sickest guns this season. This beast introduces a brand new recoil mechanic where the crosshair moves independently from your view. So yeah, it's not the easiest thing to handle. But if you think you've got what it takes to join the ranks of OXR Rangers and tame this monster, trust me, you're taking half the lobby down with you. And let's not forget, if you were hyped about the hero rank system from last season, OXR's got their own version this time around. Just like in the Super, you level up your rank by completing objectives like taking out loopers, clearing bug nests, and more. And as you rank up, you might just get rewarded with a surprise drop right near your location, packed with high-tier weapons, heals, boons, and everything else you need to keep the streak going. By the way, if you watch the season trailer closely, you probably noticed a bunch of weapons that aren't even in the game yet. That's not a bug, they're coming later. A lot of stuff teased in the trailer is locked for now, but we already know what's on the way. First up, the season's new rotation item, yeah, not in the game yet. It's supposed to be a giant larva you can ride to roll around the map and make long jumps. Basically, this season's Cube Surfer, but it's not out yet. There's also a Power Rangers weapon missing right now, the Blade Blaster. It's an energy pistol with fast fire rate, but you can also charge it for a burst shot. Looks sick. Fortnite Chapter? Yep, you saw them in the trailer too, not in the game yet. They'll be added later, no confirmed date. And then there's one that everybody's waiting for, the airstrike. You mark a zone, wait a few seconds, and boom, the whole area gets bombed. Absolute chaos. What's weird is that Epic showed the gameplay, but didn't say a word about when it's dropping. Oh, and one more thing, it's confirmed, Megazord power is coming. At some point during the season, you'll be able to grab it on the map and transform, just like Superman. That's gonna be wild, and I can't wait to see how it plays out. I'm pretty sure anyone who just jumped back into Fortnite this season has no clue what's going on. Bugs? Daigo? Spirit Realm? Yeah, I get it. It's a lot. So here's a quick recap before we figure out what's coming next. Chapter 6 kicked off when a 0-point shard crashed into reality 708 and shattered the seal. Suddenly, demonic energy started leaking out again. That's when two big threats showed up. the mysterious Shogun, and the possessed Night Rose. The darkness from the spirit realm wasted no time snatching up the fallen shard, because it holds insane power. Trying to stop the nightmare before it spread, the Demon Hunter family, Jade, Kendo, and Dago, teamed up with Jonesy and Hope, who had arrived searching for the shard. Dago, the cocky older brother, decided to fight the Shogun alone, and actually won. Knowing the shard wouldn't be easy to protect, Hope and Midas, who somehow also ended up on Oninoshima, Darkness, and the Spirit Realm. But then, everything went wrong. Drunk on his victory over the Shogun, Daigo fell under the mask's influence, became possessed, and joined the side of Darkness. All last season, he drained the island's life force to open a gate for the Dark Presence itself. Loopers managed to stop him temporarily thanks to the Supernova Hero program, which awakened after the reality pulse. But even though we won that fight, the damage was already done. The Dark Presence's blood seeped into the ground, awakening a swarm of demonic bugs. And in this fight, our biggest ace is an organization called OXR, led by the mysterious Onyx Winter. If you listen closely to the new in-game dialogues, you'll learn this isn't the first bug invasion the island's faced. OXR has been around for centuries, and I've got a feeling Epic's about to dig up a few more lore holes while they're at it. Still, thanks to OXR, Jones and Hope discovered something huge. The bugs can slip into the spirit realm through special access points, bypassing the main gates entirely. Now the island's rescue team is figuring out how to use that same trick to infiltrate the spirit realm and reclaim the 0-point shard before the darkness can weaponize it. But the Dark Presence isn't just sitting back. Hope can sense something terrifying brewing inside the spirit realm. It's starting to feel like Darkness is planning a massive strike on Oninoshima. Epic even dropped a ton of hints about what's coming next, and I'm thinking we break all that down in a separate storyline video. As always, whether that happens depends on you. So if you want to know what Jones and Hope are plotting, where Midas disappeared to, what those new portals popping up across the island are, and how to find the 0-point vault, drop a like and hit the comments to keep the channel going. While the bugs are swarming on Enoshima and turning Loopers' lives into a nightmare, Fortnite OG just kicked off its 5th season, and it flips the whole storyline once again. This time, we're not getting the purple Kevin the Cube. We're getting a red one, and what it's bringing with it, still a mystery. So drop a like if you're down for the full storyline breakdown, and about that OG lore, once the red cube shows up, everything's gonna shift. Never seen its first appearance? I've got it lined up for you right here. With Season 5. So, did this video help you get a better picture of what the first OG Fortnite events might look like? If you're curious about other events or want a full breakdown, hit the comments and drop a like. Your feedback keeps this channel alive. Big shout out to everyone who watched till the end. You're the real MVPs. And as always, may the force be with you, my friends.
I kinda need to act up, brother. Kick, turn me up, so bring on the mayhem. It's about to be a knockout. Bringing out the big guns, putting all the stops out. This ain't what you expecting. Buckle up, it's about to get hectic. 1 for the money and 2 for the show. Make it loud, yeah, that's all that we know. Foot to the floor, now we out of control. When I move, you move, everybody let's go. Now run, run, run 'em up. Start up a rocket, yo, let's turn it up. Run, run, run 'em up. Now bring on the mayhem. Run, run, run 'em up. Start up a rocket, yo, let's turn it up. Run, run, run 'em up. Now bring on the mayhem. 1 for the money and 2 for the show. Make it loud, yeah, that's all that we know. Foot to the floor, now we out of control. When I move, you move, everybody let's go now. We keep it reckless. I'm a big deal, gotta hang it on my necklace. So you better watch out when we dropping in, or we gon' leave you Swiss cheese like boom. We bout to clap these fools. I'll show you just what a pickle and a brat can do. Run, run, run 'em up. We making impressions while keeping it classic. We kinda get it started like a matchstick. 1 for the money and 2 for the show. Make it loud, yeah, that's all that we know. Foot to the floor, now we out of control. When I move, you move, everybody let's go. Now run, run, run 'em up. Start up a rocket, yo, let's turn it up. Run, run, run 'em up. Now bring on the mayhem. I kinda need to act up, brother. Kick, turn me up, so bring on the mayhem. It's about to be a knockout. Bringing out the big guns, putting all the stops out. This ain't what you expected. Buckle up, it's about to get hectic. One for the money and two for the show. Make it loud, yeah, that's all that we know.